So let us see the second problem. So in this section, so there are also four numbers are given. So the first number is 4 crores 19 lakhs 24,562, and the second number is 7 crores 26 lakhs 45,942, and the third number is 9 crores 54 lakhs 32,784. And the fourth number is 5 crores 72 lakhs 89,643. So these are the four numbers given in the second problem. Now we have to arrange these four numbers in ascending order and descending order. So let us follow the same procedure that we have followed in the first problem. So first step is we have to count the number of digits in each number. So we have to count the number of digits in each number. So let us write first ascending order. So ascending order means from smallest to greatest number. So in this order, we have to write the smallest number first. So now we have to identify the smallest number among these four numbers. So how can we identify the smallest number among these four numbers? So the first step is we have to count the number of digits in each number. So count the number of digits in first number. So in first number, the number of digits are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 digits are there in the first number. So let us count the number of digits in second number. So in the second number also, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 digits are also there. And let us count the number of digits in third number. So in third number also there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 digits are there. And the fourth number also has 8 digits. Here the number of digits are same in each number. Then how can we compare? So now we have to follow the second step. So if the number of digits are same in each number, then the second step is compare the first digit from the left side in each number. So the second step we have to follow here, because the number of digits are same in each number. That means each number has 8 digits. So that's why we have to follow the second step. So now compare the first digit from the left side in each number. So in the first number, the first digit is 4. So the first digit is 4. And in the second number, the first digit is 7. And in third number, the first digit is 9. And in the fourth number, the first digit is 5. So among 4, 7, 9 and 5, which one is the smaller? So which one is smaller among 4, 7, 9 and 5? So 4 is the smaller. So that's why 4 is the smaller. So this number becomes the smallest number among the 4 numbers. So because the first digit 4 is the smallest one among 4, 7, 9 and 5. So this first number 4 crores 19 lakhs 24,562 is the first smallest number. That's why we have to write this number in the first place in ascending order. So next, among the 3 numbers, the first digits are 7, 9 and 5. So among 7, 9 and 5, which number is the smallest? So here among 7, 9 and 5, the digit 5 is the smallest. That's why the last number becomes the second smallest number. That's why we have to write this number in the second place in ascending order. So there are 2 digits are remaining. Among these 2 digits, the first digit is 7 and the second digit is 9. Among 7 and 9, which one is the smaller? So 7 is the smaller. That's why this second number should be written in the third place in ascending order, because this is the third smallest number. And the remaining last number should be written in the fourth place. So that means the remaining number should be written in the last while writing the ascending order. So children, see, this is the order of ascending order. So this is the order of the numbers in ascending order. So let us start the ascending order. The first smallest number is the first number, that is 4 crores 19 lakhs 24,562. And next smallest number is, second smallest number is 5 crores 72 lakhs 89,643. And the third smallest number is 7 crores 26 lakhs 45,942. And the last greatest number, that is last smallest number, is 9 crores 54 lakhs 32,784. So children, this is the ascending order. That means these are the numbers in smallest to greatest order. So this is ascending order. Now descending order. So how can we write descending order? So descending order can be obtained simply by reversing the ascending order. So if we reverse the ascending order, that means if we reverse the order ascending order, we will get the descending order. So if we reverse the ascending order, we will get the descending order. If we reverse the descending order, we will get ascending order. So just reverse the order of the numbers in ascending order. So the last number should be written as the first. That is 9 crores 54 lakhs 32,784. So in this way, we have to write the last number in the ascending order as the first number in the descending order. And the last second number should be written as the, so here the second and third number. So 7 crores 26 lakhs 45,942. So this will be the second number. And the second number becomes third number. That is 5 crores 72 lakhs 89,643. And the first number should be written as in the last in the descending number. It is 4 crores 19 lakhs 24,562. So children, this is the descending order. That means these numbers are from greatest to smallest numbers. So if we reverse the ascending order, we will get a descending order. So this is the way how to write ascending order and descending order. So if you write the ascending order, by simply reversing the ascending order, we can get descending order. That means the last number becomes first number and the first number becomes last number. So this will be the descending order. So children, so this is the way how to write the descending and ascending order for the given set of numbers. So children, there are some more problems on comparing numbers and on how to write ascending and descending orders. So those problems will be given in PDF by your teacher. So practice the remaining problems in your PDF at home as a homework. So children, the next topic is forming numbers with the given digits. So how can we form numbers with the given digits? So we can form two numbers, that is greatest number and smallest number with the given digits. So we can form two digits, it is the greatest number and smallest number. So how can we form the greatest number and smallest number with the given digits? So how can we form the greatest number and smallest number with the given digits? So the greatest number can be obtained by arranging the given digits in descending order. So descending order. So if we arrange the given digits in descending order, then we will get the greatest number. That means if we descending order means if we arrange the given digits from greatest to smallest digits. If we arrange the given digits from greatest to smallest. So greatest to smallest, then we will get the greatest number. So we get the greatest number by arranging the given digits from greatest to smallest. In the same way, how can we write the smallest number with the given digits? So smallest number can be obtained by arranging the given digits from smallest digit to greatest digit. Smallest to greatest. So smallest to greatest means, it means ascending order. So ascending order. So children, remember these 2 points. So these are the 2 points. That means For forming the greatest number, we have to arrange the given digits in descending order. For forming the smallest number, we have to arrange the given numbers in ascending order. So if we arrange the given digits in descending order, that means if we arrange the given digits from greatest to smallest, we will get the greatest number. And if we arrange the given digits in ascending order, that means from smallest to greatest, we will get the smallest number. So simply remember, greatest number can be obtained by arranging the given digits from greatest to smallest. And smallest number can be obtained by arranging the given digits from smallest to greatest number. So remember these 2 points, we can easily form the numbers with the given digits. So let us understand this by taking an example. So by taking an example, so let us see how to form the numbers with the given digits. So let us take some digits. So here I will take some digits as an example. So here the given digits are 9, 5, 7, 4, 6, 2, 0. So children, so these are the numbers and 8 also. And 8. So children, let us see an example. So there are some digits are given. The digits are 9, 5, 7, 4, 6, 2, 0 and 8. So there are 8 digits are given. Now we have to form greatest number and also smallest number by using these digits. So greatest number. So how can we form the greatest number? So how can we form the greatest number? So greatest number can be obtained by arranging the given digits from greatest to smallest. That means in descending order. Now arrange the given digits in descending order. So descending order. So arrange the given numbers in descending order. That means from greatest to smallest. So let us arrange the given digits from greatest to smallest. So among 9, 5, 7, 4, 6, 2, 0 and 8. So which one is greatest digit? So here 9 is the greatest digit. So after 9, which one is the greatest? 8 is the greatest. So write 8. And after 8, which one is the greatest? So 7 is the greatest. So after 7, which one is greatest? 6 is the greatest. After 6, which one is greatest? 5. So write 5. And after 5, so 4 is the greatest. So after 4, 2 is the greatest. And after 2, the remaining digit is 0. So children, this is the greatest number. So simply obtained by writing the given digits in descending order, that is from greatest to smallest number. This is the greatest number, that is the 9 crores 87 lakhs 65,420. So this is the greatest number which can be obtained simply by arranging the given digits in descending order. That means from greatest to smallest. Now we can form smallest number with the above digits. So smallest number. So smallest number can be obtained by simply arranging the given digits in ascending order. So if we arrange the given digits in ascending order, we can get the smallest number. So ascending order means from smallest to greatest number. So now arrange the given digits from smallest to greatest number. So among 9, 5, 4, 7, 4, 6, 2, 0 and 8, which one is the smallest? Here 0 is the smallest one. Here 0 is the smallest digit among all digits. So write 0 here. So write 0 first. After 0, which one is the smallest? So 2 is the smallest. So write 2. So after 2, which one is the smallest? So 4 is the smallest. So write 4. Now after 4, which one is the smallest? So 5 is the smallest. So write 5. So after 5, 6 is the smallest. So write 6. So after 6, 7 is the smallest. So write 7 here. After 7, 8 is the smallest. So write 8 here. And after 8, so 9 is the smallest. So children, this is the smallest number, but this number is started with 0. So if any number started with 0, it has no meaning. So any number should not start with 0. Here the number started with 0. So if any number started with 0, it has no meaning. So this is the wrong one. That means we should not write 0 in the first. So we should not start any number with 0. That means we should not write 0 in the first. So that's why here the next digit after 0. So what is the next digit here after 0? 2. So write 2 in the first place. So write 2 in the first place and write the 0 after it. So write 0 after the first digit. So here write 0 in the second place. So if there is 0 in the given digits, so we have to write 0 in the second place while writing the smallest number. So replace the first 2 digits by simply replacing that means rearranging the 2 digits. If we arrange the first 2 digits, that means 0 should not be come in first place. That's why write 0 in the second place and the second digit should be written in the first place. So first digit should be written in the second place, second digit should be written in the first place. That means 0 should be written in the second place and 2 should be written in the first place. Then keep the remaining digits as usual. So keep the remaining digits, so they should not be altered, that means they should not be changed. So children, this is the smallest number. That means 2 crores 4 lakhs 56,789. So this would be the smallest number. So children, this is the way how we can write smallest number and greatest number. So if we arrange the given numbers in descending order, we will get the greatest number, and if we arrange the given digits in ascending order, we will get the smallest number. So if there is 0 in the given digits, the 0 should not be written in the first place. The 0 should be written in the second place while writing the smallest number. So children, this is the way how to form the greatest number and smallest number with the given digits. So children, so let us practice some more problems on these in exercise. So let us go to the exercise part, that is exercise 1.1. So form the smallest and largest possible numbers. Form the smallest and largest possible numbers with the following digits. With the following digits. So with the following digits. So the first problem is, so see the first problem. So there are some digits are given in the first problem, that is 6, 7, 3, 0, 1. So children, so let us see the first problem. So 5 digits are given there in the first problem. So the first 5 digits are 6, 7, 3, 0 and 1. Now we have to form the smallest number and the greatest number with these numbers. So first we have to write the smallest number. So smallest number. So smallest number can be obtained. So how can we get smallest number? If we arrange the given numbers in ascending order. So if you arrange the given numbers in ascending order, that means from smallest to greatest. So smallest number can be obtained by arranging the given numbers from smallest to greatest. And the greatest number can be obtained by arranging the given digits from greatest to smallest. So smallest number can be obtained by arranging the given digits from smallest to greatest number. That means ascending order. So now arrange the given digits in ascending order. So that means on smallest to greatest digit. So among these 5 digits, which digit is the smallest? So here among 5 digits, so 0 is the smallest digit. So 0 is the smallest digit. Next after 0, which one is the smallest? 1 is the smallest digit. So after 1, which one is the smallest? 3 is the smallest. So after 3, which one is the smallest? 6 is the smallest. So after 6, which one is smallest? 7. So children, this is the smallest number, but this number is started with 0. So any number should not start with 0. So because if any number started with 0, it have any meaning. So any number should not started with 0. That's why we have to rearrange the first 2 digits here. So here we have to rearrange the first digit. That means 0 should be written in the second place and 1 should be written in the first place. So this is the wrong number. So this will not be the smallest number. And now we have to rearrange the first 2 digits. That means the second digit should be written in the first. And the first digit 0. The 0 should be written in the second place. And the remaining digits should be written as usual. They should not be changed. So children, this would be the smallest number. So if 0 is there in the given digits, while writing the smallest number, the 0 should be written in the second place. And the next smallest number should be written in the first place. So the smallest number is 10,367. Now greatest number. So how can we write the greatest number? So greatest number can be obtained by arranging the given digits from greatest to smallest. So if we arrange the given digits from greatest to smallest, we will get greatest number. So now arrange the given digits from greatest to smallest. So among these, which one is greatest? So 7 is the greatest. So write the 7 first. So after 7, which one is greatest? So 6 is the greatest. So write 6 in the second place. So after 6, which one is greater? 3 is greater. So write 3 in the third place. So after 3, which one is greater? 1. So write 1 in the fourth place. And after 1, 0 is the 1. So write 0 in the last place. So children, this would be the greatest number. That is 76,310. So this is the process how to write the smallest number and greatest number with the given digits. The children, see the second problem in this section. So there are total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 digits. So there are total 8 digits are given. So by using these 8 digits, we have to form the smallest number and the greatest number. So how to form the smallest number? Smallest number. So smallest number can be obtained by arranging the given digits from smallest to greatest. So if we arrange the given digits from smallest to greatest, we can get the smallest number. So now arrange the given digits from smallest to greatest. So here, so among these digits, which one is the smallest? So 0 is the smallest. And after 0, which one is the smallest? So 2 is the smallest. So write 2. And after 2, which one is the smallest? 3. So write 3 in the third place. So after 3, so 4 is the smallest. So write 4. And after 4, so 5 is the smallest. So write 5. After 5, 6 is the smallest. So write 6. And after 6, 7 is the smallest. So write 7. And after 7, the last one is 8. So children, so this is the smallest numbers. That means this is the arrangement of given digits from smallest to greatest. That means this is the ascending order. But this number is started with 0. This number was started with 0. So any number should not started with 0. Because if any number started with 0, it does not have any meaning. So that's why if there is 0 in the first place, now we have to rearrange the first 2 digits. So here we have to arrange the first 2 digits. That means 0 should be written in the second place and the second digit should be written in the first place. So that's why we have to arrange the first two digits and the remaining digits should be written as usual. They should not be changed. So the smallest number would become like this. That means 20. So we have to interchange the places of first two digits only. So if 0 is the starting digit, we have to interchange the places of first two digits. Here 0 should be written in the second place and 2 should be written in the first place. The remaining digits should be as usual. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means 2 crores, 3 lakhs, 45,678 is the smallest number. Now write the greatest number. So what is the greatest number? So greatest number can be obtained by arranging the given digits from greatest to smallest. So now arrange the given digits from greatest to smallest. So among these digits, which one is greatest? So 8 is the greatest. So write 8 in first. So after 8, which one is greatest? 7 is the greatest. Write 7 in the second place. And after 7, which one is the greatest? 6 is the greatest. So write 6 in the third place. And after 6, so 5 is the greatest. So write 5 in the fourth place. After 5, 4 is the greatest. So write 4 in the fifth place. And after 4, which one is greatest? 3 is the greatest. So write 3 in the sixth place. And after 3, 2 is the greatest. And after 2, 0 is the greatest. So children, this is the arrangement of given digits from greatest to smallest. And this number would become the greatest number. That is 8 crores, 76 lakhs, 54,320. So this is the greatest number. So by arranging the given digits in ascending order, we will get the smallest number. And if we arrange the given digits in descending order, we will get the smallest number. So children, there are some more problems in this section. So practice the remaining problems. So in the PDF which will be given by your teacher. So practice the remaining problems in PDF at your home as a homework. Children, the last topic in this chapter is rounding off numbers. So what is rounding off numbers? We will use this concept rounding off numbers in our daily life in some situations. For example, the distance between Guntur and Hyderabad is the actual distance from Guntur to Hyderabad, that is Guntur to Secunderabad is Secunderabad, that is 283 or 273 kilometers. So this is the actual distance between Guntur and Secunderabad. But if you don't get it correctly, that means if you don't remember this distance correctly, we will say the distance between Guntur and Secunderabad is approximately. So if we does not remember the actual value, so we will say the near value which is nearer to the actual value. So here the distance between Guntur and Secunderabad is actual correct value is 273 kilometers. And if we did not remember the actual distance, we can say the distance between Guntur and Secunderabad is nearly, that means approximately 300 kilometers. So approximately. So this approximation is called rounding off. So we will use this approximation in our daily life in some situations. Here 300 kilometers is not the actual distance. So but is the value which is nearer to the actual value. So this nearer value which is nearer to the actual value is called rounding off the numbers. And see another example, if there are 18 students in a class and if you don't remember the actual strength of that class, we can say the strength of the class is approximately 20 students. So here 20 is not the actual strength and we say the nearer value to the actual value. So that approximation, that nearer value to the actual value is called rounding off. So this concept will be used in different situations. So let us see some problems how to round off the numbers. So there are three types of rounding offs in this class. So the first one is rounding off to nearest to tens. and rounding off to nearest to hundreds and rounding off to nearest to thousands. So first one we will discuss about the rounding off to. So rounding off to nearest to tens. So how to round the given number to nearest to tens? So how to round the given number to nearest to tens? So children, see an example. Here there is a number given 763. 763. So this is a number given. Now we have to round this number to nearest to tens. How to round the given number to nearest to tens? So children, listen carefully. So first identify the digit which is present in the tens place. So here we have to round the given number to nearest to tens. So that's why we have to find the digit present in the tens place. Here the digit present in the tens place is 6. 6 is present in the tens place. That means 6 tens are there. Next, check the next number to it. So check the next digit which is present on the right side to it. So check the next number, next digit to it. Here the next digit is 3. If the next digit is less than 5, that means 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4. So if the next digit is less than 5, then we have to round off the given number by keeping the same tens. That means the tens should not be changed. So no change. So the tens should not be changed. So if the next digit is less than 5, we should not change the tens. So if the next digit is greater than 5 or 5, that is 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9, then round off the given number by rounding the tens to next tens. So if the next digit is more than 5, round off the given tens to next tens. So increase the tens. That means, so if there are 6 tens and round off the given tens to next tens. So after 6, the next 10 is 7. So in this way, if the next digit is greater than 5, so round off to next tens. That is next. So children, so remember these 2 points. By using these 2 points, we can simply round off the given numbers to nearest to tens, nearest to hundreds or nearest to thousands. So first we have to round off the given number to nearest to tens. That means we have to identify the digit present in the tens place. Here 6 is present in the tens place. Now we check the next digit. Here the next digit is 3, that is less than 5. So if the next digit is less than 5, keep the same tens. That means round the given number by keeping the same tens. That means the tens should not be changed and keep the same tens. That means the 7 should not be changed. Keep the same tens 6 and put the zeros for the remaining digits. So 760. So this is the number which is rounded up to nearest to tens. So that means after tens place we have to put zeros. So after 10 there is a digit 3 and replace the 3 with 0. So if you round off any digit to nearest to tens, we will get 1 0 in the answer. So see one more example, that is 3658. So children, let us see the second example. So here the given number is 3658. We have to round off this number to nearest to tens. So identify the digit in the tens place. So here 5 is present in the tens place. Next we check the next digit. Here the next digit is 8. If the next digit is greater than 5. So if the next digit is greater than 5, so round off to next tens. So round off the given number to next tens. So after 5, the next 10 is 6. So write 6 in the tens place. Write 6 in the tens place. So the before digits should not be changed and put the zeros in the next places. So children, so this is how to round off the given number to next tens. So if you round off the given number to next tens, we will get 0 in the answer. So children, this is the process how to round off the given number to nearest tens. Next, round off the given number to nearest to 100. So how can we round off the given number to nearest to 100? So let us explain with an example. So children, take an example here. The number is 6524. So this is the number. Now we have to round off this number to nearest to 100. So here we have to round off the given number to nearest to 100. That's why we have to find the digit present in the hundreds place. So hundreds place. This is ones, tens, hundreds. So 5 is present in the hundreds place. That means there are 5 hundreds are there. Next, check the next digit to it. So the next digit to it is 2. So check the next digit to it. The next digit is 2 and this is less than 5. The next digit is less than 5. Then we have to round off the given number to same digits. That means the hundreds should not be changed. If the next digit is less than 5, the hundreds should not be changed. If the next digit is greater than 5, then round off to next to hundreds. So here the next digit is 2 and it is less than 5. So keep the same hundreds. That means 65. Keep the same hundreds and put the zeros for the remaining 2 digits. Here there are 2 digits are there. So put 2 zeros for the remaining. So 6500. So this is the rounded number to the given number. So if the given any number is rounded off to hundreds, the answer will contain 2 zeros in its last 2 digits. So let us see one more example. That is 8625. So children, so see this number. Now we have to round off this given number to hundreds. So now find the digit present in the hundreds place. Ones, tens, hundreds. So this is the digit present in the hundreds place. That is, there are 6 hundreds are there. Now check the next digit. So now check the next digit. The next digit is 2. If the next digit is less than 5, keep the same 100. If the next digit is more than 5, so write the next hundreds. So here the next digit is less than 5, so keep the same hundreds, no change in the hundreds. So keep the same hundreds. And put the zeros for the remaining digits. There are 2 zeros are there, so put 2 zeros for the remaining digit. 8600. So this is the number which is rounded off to nearest to hundreds. So children, this is the way how to rounding off the given number to nearest to hundreds. Now the third one is rounding off to nearest to thousands. So how can we round off the given number to nearest to thousands? So this is the same way. So let us see one more example. So the given number is 7652. So this is a number. Now we have to round off the given number to thousands. So here we have to round off the given number to thousands. That's why identify the digit present in the thousands place. Here the digit present in the thousands place is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So this is the digit present in the thousands place, 7. Now check the next digit. Here the next digit is 6. That is more than 5. If the next digit is more than 5, so write the next thousands. If the next digit is less than 5, so keep the same thousands, no change in the thousands. So here the next digit is 6. That is more than 5. So write the next thousands. Here there are 7 thousands. The next 1000 is 8. So write the next 1000, that is 8 thousands, and put the zeros for the remaining digits. There are 3 digits are there. So put 3 zeros for the remaining 3 digits. That means the answer is 8000. So if any number is rounded off to thousands, the answer shall contain 3 digits. Next, let us see one more example. That is 63,254. 63,254. Now we have to round off this number to nearest thousands. So identify the digit present in the thousands place. Here the digit present in the thousands place is 3. Now check the next digit. Here the next digit is 2. If the next digit is less than 5, here the 2 is less than 5. So keep the same thousands. That means the thousands should not be changed. If the next digit is less than 5, we have to write the same thousands. That is 6 and that is 3. So the thousands should not be changed. And put zeros for the remaining 3 digits. So there are 3 digits and put 3 zeros in the places of remaining digits. That means 63,000. So this is the answer. So in this way, we can round off the any number to nearest to tens, hundreds and thousands. So children, let us practice some problems on this rounding off concept in exercise. So go to exercise 1.5, 1.1 and let us practice some problems on this rounding off numbers. So round off the numbers. Round off the numbers. Round off the numbers to the nearest. To the nearest tens, hundreds, and thousands. So round off the numbers to the nearest tens, hundreds, and thousands. So let us see an example. So the first problem in this section. So the first example is 24 lakhs 56,782. So now we have to round off this number to the tens, hundreds and thousands. So first we will round off the given number to the round off the given number to tens. So rounding off to tens. So rounding off to tens. So identify the digit present in the tens place. So here 1 is tens. So this is the digit present in the tens place. So 8 is present in the tens place. That is, there are 8 tens are there. So check the next digit. If the next digit is 2 and it is less than 5. So if the next digit is less than 5, keep the same tens and no change in tens. So keep the same tens. So that means the remaining digits should not be changed. That means 5, 6 and 7 and keep the same tens here. That is 8 tens and put zeros for the remaining digits. So there is only one digit after tens place. So put 0 for ones place. So children, this is the rounding of rounded number to the given number. That means 24 lakhs 56,708. Now rounding off to nearest 100. That means rounding off to hundreds. So let us identify the digit present in the hundreds place. Here the digit present in the hundreds place is, so the digit present in the hundreds place is 7. That is 7 hundreds are there. Now check the next digit. Here the next digit is 8 and this 8 is more than 5. If the next digit is more than 5, so write the next hundreds. So here the hundreds is 7 hundreds, the next 100 is 8. So round off the given number to the next hundreds. So that's why we have to keep 8 in the hundreds place and the remaining digits should not be changed. That is, and keep 8 in the hundreds place and put zeros for the remaining places. So put zeros for the remaining 2 digits. So there are 2 digits after hundreds place. That's why we have to put 2 zeros for the remaining digits. So the answer is 24 lakhs 56,800. So this is the process how to round off to the hundreds. Now rounding off to thousands. So rounding off to thousands. So identify the digit present in the thousands place. So children, identify the digit present in the thousands place. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So 6 is present in the thousands place. That means 6 thousands are there. Now check the next digit. So the next digit is 7. That is 7 is more than 5. So if the next digit is more than 5, so write the next thousands. That means round off the given number to the next thousands. There are 6 thousands. The next thousands are 7 thousands. So keep 7 in the thousands place. And the remaining digits should not be changed. So that is 2, 4, 5. And write the 7 in the thousands place and put zeros for the remaining places. So there are 3 digits after thousands place. So put 3 zeros for the remaining digits. So this is the way how to round off the given number to the thousands, that is 24,57,000. So children, let us see carefully. If the given number is rounded to nearest to 10, the answer shall contain 0. And if the given number is rounded off to hundreds, the answer shall contain 2 zeros. And if the given number is rounded off to 1000, the answer shall contain 3 digits. So this is the way how to round off the given number to nearest to tens, hundreds and thousands. So let us see one more problem in this exercise. So one more problem in this exercise is, so let us see one more example, that is so this is one more example. So let us see children, the given number is 3 crores 72 lakhs 8,592. Now we have to round off this given number to hundreds, that is rounding off to tens. First identify the digit present in the tens place. So here this is ones and this is tens. So there are 9 tens in the given number. And check the next digit. The next digit is 2 and it is less than 5. If the next digit is less than 5, so keep the same tens. That means the tens should not be changed. So keep the same tens, that is 9, and write the remaining digits as usual. That means 3, 7, 2, 0, 8, 5, and keep the same tens, that is 9, and put 0 for the remaining digits. So there is only one digit after tens place, so put 0 for the next digit present in the ones place. So children, this is the number which is rounded off to nearest 10. So next, rounding off to hundreds. Rounding off to hundreds. So children, identify the digit present in the hundreds place. So identify the digit present in the hundreds place. So here ones, tens, hundreds. So 5 is present in hundreds place. That means 5 hundreds are there. Next check the next digit. The next digit is 9 and which is greater than 5. If the next digit is greater than 5, so write the next hundreds. That means rounded the number to the next hundreds. Here the hundreds are 5. The next 100 becomes 6. So write 6 in the hundreds place and put zeros for the remaining digits, and the before digits should not be changed. So the number will become so like this, and write 6 in the hundreds place. That means rounded off the given number to next hundreds, because the next digit is 9 greater than 5. So rounded off to next hundreds. Write the next hundreds here. So the next 100 is 6, and put zeros for the remaining 2 digits after the hundreds place. So there are 2 digits after hundreds place. So put zeros, 2 zeros after hundreds place. So this is the number which is rounded off to hundreds. 3 crores 72 lakhs 8,600. Next, rounding off to 1000. Rounding off to 1000. So children, identify the digit present in the thousands place. So here the digit present in the thousands place is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So 8 is present in thousands place. That means 8 thousands are there in the given number. Check the next digit. The next digit is 5, and if the next digit is 5 or greater than 5, so write the next thousands. Here there are 8 thousands. The next thousands becomes 9 thousands. So write 9 in the thousands place and put zeros for the remaining 3 digits, and the before digits should not be changed. So the number should be rounded off to next thousands, because the next digit is 5 or greater than 5. So rounded off the given number to next thousands. There are 8 thousands. Next thousands becomes 9. So write 9 in the thousands place. The before digits should not be changed, and write 9 in the thousands place and put zeros for the remaining digits present on its right side. There are 3 digits present on its right side, so put 3 zeros on its right side. So this is the number which is rounded off to thousands. The number will be 3 crores 72 lakh 9,000. So children, so observe carefully. If you rounded off the given number to next hundreds, the answer shall contain 0. If you rounded off the given number to hundreds, the answer shall contain 2 zeros at the last basis. If the given number is rounded off to 1000, the answer shall contain 3 zeros at its last. So in this way, we can round off any number to tens, hundreds and thousands. So children, there are some more problems in this section, and practice those problems at your home, and the PDF will be given by your teachers. So practice the remaining problems in the PDF at your home as your homework. So children, there is also a worksheet in the PDF and some model problems. Different problems will be given in the worksheet on the concepts up to now we have discussed. So practice the problems in worksheet also in the PDF which will be given by your teachers. So practice the remaining problems in the PDF at your home as a homework. So children, up to now this chapter is complete.